Give me my...
Phantom Wedge! There's also, I believe, Ramp Buggy is very similar. And then it flips people up.
So I still have to buy a warehouse.
Oh, okay.
For cars. So where is that
okay,
at?
no. Your warehouse? You need a warehouse, you said?
Car garage, I meant.
Oh, you have a garage, don't you? Isn't that like what
I think they're talking about a separate one.
I don't know. So after purchasing your office, go back to Dynasty 8 Executive, and now you should be able to purchase the garage. Vehicle Warehouse Special. Give me a second. We're just gonna... You might have to go onto the SecuroServe computer in your office.
Okay.
Why did XSplit open? Hello?
XSplit?
XSplit. I have a free lifetime license to XSplit that for whatever reason won't... Like, I don't need it. Can we just go ahead and end that? Because it's causing problems. It's lagging. Yeah, it's running 6 processes and it's not even recording anything. It's awful.
Alright.
I hate XSplit. I have it for free and I hate it. I'd rather use OBS. I would rather use FF Split when we used that.
I was just gonna say, I had FF Split.
FF Split was okay for when I first started using it, but then since then, OBS has come out and it's way better. We don't need to spend money on screen recorders like Bandicam and Fraps anymore. It's great. I love the future. We don't need to worry about it.
Does it say join a public session to access the secure?
Oh, okay. You need to do that in a public lobby, unfortunately. So we can't get the Phantom Wedge right now. You might have to do that in your spare time, so we can do an episode on Phantom Wedge.
That's fine, because it's perfectly fine.
It's fine. So tell you what. Did you have any like strong feelings between regular races and stunt races? Because they're worth the same right now.
We could do the stunt races, I guess.
Okay. By default, it's playing very jaunty country music. That's going to get us flippin' crushed. I heard that sound does not play in the movie.
Yeah, it doesn't, and I was
That's
disappointed.
a shame. I want free mode outfit. I'll use my custom one. Because I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm once again asking if anybody has any good therapists in downtown New York. Whoa! I'm not gonna do that again. That was a mistake. Uh-oh.
Am I the only one who feels like there's too many Fire Emblem characters in Smash Ultimate?
You gotta remember, Smash Ultimate is every character that's ever been in a Smash game. They've only added 2 in Smash Ultimate. 4 and Brawl are really kind of... Well, no, not Brawl. 4 is really kind of to blame, because 4 added 3 different characters. Of all the first party reps that Sakurai was offered to include in Smash Brothers, Byleth was like the one that he thought had the most potential, and he's openly aware that there's like too many sword wielding characters in Smash, and that's why Byleth has like so many different weapons. Byleth has the axe, Byleth has the lance, Byleth has the bow.
Yeah, you know, I feel like you could swap out a couple of those Fire Emblem or sword wielding characters and replace them with like more like other characters, other mascots, or other cartoony-ish characters. And
okay. So you've probably seen it. Wow, that was a voice crack. You've probably seen it. There's the Cuphead spirits in Smash right now.
I've seen that, yes. That's okay. Cool, I guess.
It would be cool, except every one of those spirits sucks because the spirit system in Smash Brothers sucks.
No!
It's fine. These turns are a little treacherous. I might end up flying off of them myself. The moment you start falling off the course, just start holding F, and it dumps you back to where you belong.
Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, it's like I feel like you could trade a couple of Fire Emblem characters, give us Cuphead or Bendy and the Ink Machine or something like that.
I don't know about Bendy because I don't even think Bendy has actual gameplay. I can't find like actual like description as to how that game is supposed to be played. I'm thinking it's just like a BioShock-esque wander around, hear an audio log, and then continue. Like I cannot put words to how that game is supposed to be played, and it confuses me.
Heck, I'll gladly take Chell from Portal as a playable character in Smash.
Do it. Come on, get up there. There we go. I'm on team. Hey, you're in the lead now.
Nice.
Because I didn't have the speed I needed to get up and out. It was very sad.
I'll sell for Bernie Sanders as a playable character in Smash.
I unironically want Giorgio Manos from Roundabout. I just want to play as a spinning limousine. That game is great. They were just like, yeah, our character is a limousine driver. However, she is unable to prevent herself from spinning, so when she's buckled into the seat of the limo also has to spin. And it's like, you did it. You made the dumbest possible thing. And you actually, like, made it work somehow. Jesus Christ. You're 15 seconds ahead.
Good.
Ah,
let's keep it that way.
Let's not.
Yeah, but the whole spirit thing in Smash is just kind of...
I hate the spirit system so much. If you want to fight a legend class, you need another legend. You cannot, like, do this with an ace. Because they're just way too powerful. And all the Cuphead spirits are bad. Like, Cuphead and Mugman are ace tier primaries. So they only have 3 stars. They're not going to be anywhere as powerful as you need them to be. The Devil increases your resistance to, I believe, energy weapons, which is like all of 3 characters. That prevents you from getting destroyed by Fox's blaster, and that's about it. And then King Dice, I was expecting King Dice to be like crit chance or spawn with an assist trophy. No, King Dice is like, take note, like, you deal more damage when you're at 0%.
I missed the arrow. Damn.
Oh, what a shame.
I fucking missed the arrow.
It's fine. One of us will screw up again. It'll happen. At long last, I think the impossible is starting to happen. I think DVD is starting to disappear. There is a documentary I want to watch. It's called Not for Resale. It's about like the aftermarket, like the second-hand video game stores and how they're all disappearing, and how online business is kind of hurting their business. It's directed by Kevin James. He's a really cool dude. He did Yeah,
I know Kevin James.
I don't think you know this Kevin James. The Kevin James that works with Neil Cicierega of Guaranteed Video.
Oh, I thought you were talking about King and Queens dude with Adam Sandler.
No, this is a different guy. They have the same name, but they're different people.
Okay.
But
that's right.
This Kevin James.
That's right.
This Kevin James is work. He did a documentary about the secondhand video game scene, specifically in Salem, because that's where he lives. So it was local, and it's really cool. You can only get it through digital or through Blu-ray. I was hoping to get it on DVD. You can't do that. I don't want it digital because it's just like, oh, here's a .mp4 file, and then I've got to like remember to hold on to the MP4 file and put it somewhere. Whereas with a DVD, like a DVD has physicality to it. Like if you're watching a movie on DVD, it's like you perform a ritual of sorts. You take it out of the case, you put it into the player, you close it, you open up VLC, and you press play. because I don't own a standalone player.
Well, don't forget. I mean, you say, yeah, I know you. You know what? Fuck it.
You still got a chance. I didn't check to see how far behind on the splits you were. Yeah, you got time to do this, I think.
If it had been, well, then again, it's like that ramp.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait.
That ramp that you ascend up when you get out of the tunnel. It's like my peripheral vision was off, and so like it was just face flat on the whole. Wow. This thing,
there needs to be
not
like,
even gonna let me finish.
I know there needs to be like 10 more seconds on this timer. I hate it.
Wow. Fuck that. Wow. Jeez.
You really held your own in that first lap. I was actually worried.
I'm sorry if I sound a little too competitive, but I kind of get that way.
Yeah, I get it. It's the races. It's what they want you to do. They want you to be like, ah, shoot. If we had more players, it wouldn't immediately kick you to the 15-second countdown.
You've been pretty vocal about Melee in the past, and I imagine you still are.
Yeah, it's a broken, glitchy game, and all of its exploits are being passed off as, like, you know...
competitive.
Yeah, it's passed off as that's how it's played. But you can't say that when it's like, oh, I need a controller broken in a very specific way to play this game. Like, at that point, you're not playing the game. Like, if you want to do a glitch showcase, do one. Don't take it to Evo. That's my 2 cents. Smash Ultimate, I feel like, is kind of closer to what I want competitive Smash Brothers to look like, but I'm still not sold. I personally think a lot of liberties are taken with competitive Smash that don't need to be taken. Like, I mean, they're removing all these variables for, like, no good reason. Like, Smash Brothers is built on its variables. Like, turn on items, bring the wacky stages in, cope with it. That's the point.
I only say I enjoy Melees because I grew up with it when I was in elementary school, and it's, like, nostalgic purposes.
No, I get it. Like, I understand, like, let's play some Melee. Hell, we played Smash 64 with one of my friends. Every year at his birthday, we're like, yeah, throw in Smash 64. We'll all pick Ness because he's the most broken, overpowered character, and we'll run with it.
Wasn't there... When it came to unlocking Mewtwo, didn't you have to play, like you had to play a lot of hours, or you had to, like, do something in order to unlock him? And I think one of my friends at the time in 4th grade, he said, like if you want to get Mewtwo, you have to, like, play, like, X amount of matches, or you have to play one match, but keep it on for like 20 plus hours or something. Just cover the GameCube up.
You have to have either 20 hours clocked in the game, or you have to complete 1,000 matches, or I think Mewtwo is also unlocked if you beat Classic and Adventure mode with every character other than Mewtwo, or that might be Game & Watch. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
Something like that. I had no idea who Mr. Game & Watch was.
I didn't either. I heard, like, oh, he's got a hammer, so I'm like, oh, it's just a different name for.
Oh, God.
It's like an alternate.
I crashed into a fence. Go ahead. You were saying.
Like all my friends in like the lunch table were like, oh, he's got a hammer. I'm like, okay, he has a hammer. Then he's like a different version of Mario, you know, because he's Mr. Game. I wonder who the watch is. Is it Luigi? And then I unlock the card and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's putting it pretty strongly.
No, but that's like how you felt. It's like, I've never seen this man before in my life.
No. Man,
and
this map is...
And then I had the sudden flashback to when I got Game & Watch Gallery 2 for the Game Boy Color, and I'm like, wait a second. No, I know this man. So that was like an eye-opening experience for, you know, like 9-year-old me. Oh, this is not a lap race.
Do you remember seeing an image on Google where it was like a Smash roster, but it had like, it was like a full screen full of like random characters from.
Oh yeah, like hundreds and hundreds. Jake, throw up some of your favorites. There's so many good ones.
Like there was one where it had Batman, and then I think there was what's his name that blue elephant from what was it, Donkey Kong, or was it Banjo-Kazooie? Taj was his name, or Raj or something.
Taj would have been from Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay, something like that. Let's see. The roster, this fake roster include Donkey Kong Jr., Dixie.
It's like Funky Kong, Lanky Kong, Chunky Kong. Who's
Taj,
gonna play?
Mumbo Jumbo.
Who is going to play as Taj? Nobody.
He's got his fans. And then I mean,
like for like the one game he's in.
I don't know.
It's Diddy Kong Racing, and he just tells you how to play.
Okay, I
love these rosters. They're so awesome. It's just like, oh, you can unlock Big the Cat. It's like, why? Who wants Big the Cat?
I will admit, there was a part of me that kind of wanted that to be real when I first saw it in fifth grade. But of course,
like 5th grade you was like, dude,
holy shit!
I want to play as Big the Cat because you don't know any better.
No,
you're not thinking about how you make a move set. What are Big the Cat's tilts? What are his specials? What are his grabs and throws? You're not thinking that.
I was at that time like in what was it, like 2004 or something, when I was in 4th grade. Like I remember seeing Majora's Mask and the Moon and Soken. I was like, oh, you'll play those guys real bad. And so like I'm seeing this and I'm like, I'm hoping this is real, but at the same time, there's no way this gotta be real. There's just no way this could be a thing. But it's like, I mean,
I can play as the Great Tree from Ocarina of Time? Hell yeah!
Is he in there? Do I see him? No,
I'm being facetious. Like, that's the whole joke. That's the mentality. Also, by the way, my car is source code yellow, because you can do that with the crew.
My car is like the classic Carol Shelby.
Yeah, it's like Robin's Egg Blue. Oh, this thing gets up and goes. I love this thing. I might actually buy one.
Calling it right now. You're gonna win.
I might. I've got some practice with the races and such. Again, I'm like level 40-something because I spent a whole bunch of time in this mode trying to figure things out. I'm glad I did, because this is a total 180 from our other series. Like, even if you're like still losing a whole bunch, it's like, I don't know. Like in my head, uh-oh. What just happened?
Everything.
No, was there like a gap? There was a gap missing. I thought I just fell like out of bounds.
See, I caught wind of a ramp and I was like, I should jump that, and I did, and then I saw what happened to you.
Yeah, I was up on the side wall because I couldn't keep control of the little buggy.
Again, me with vehicles with a shit steering.
Oh yeah, this thing is
broken.
Bad. This thing is bad. You'll get to watch the episode and see me almost bump into a wall, fighting very hard to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, so if you could, like, you know, spin out and, like, fall off the cliff, that'd be lovely.
Oh, yeah. No.
Man, this is how it feels, huh?
I don't think we're going to be doing that. That's not what we do. That's not what we do in this game.
You know, the vehicle isn't supposed to come off the ground. I don't even know. It originally started as a what's-his-name impression, Heath Ledger, and then it just became John Mulaney, and then it just kind of, like, fell off a cliff. Let's go for Ketchup this time. Ketchup seems to be the winner. Although you took Mustard last time. I don't know what else to call the left path and right path, so I'm just calling them as I see them.
The only other time where I feel this intense and I feel like hard is skipping, this is when playing Pokemon, trying.
Congratulations on your victory, Steve. I just did a full barrel roll in the vehicle. That was not good. And like I'm cornering good. Like I'm taking my foot off the accelerator when I'm taking a turn. That was a tire track just shooting in through the air. Oh wait, no, that was a power line. Never mind. Where am I going? Yeah, you have this one in the bag. I almost just fell right off the...
Stop spinning the damn car out of control.
Wait. 21.
Yes.
Okay, I have the race end timer now. Although I'm almost there. Come on, you got this. There we go. Congratulations, Steve. You did it.
Finally.
Oh yeah, man, that little bug just didn't really want to... It's got some good... It's got the good, it's like, boom, like room. But it doesn't... I can't word this right now. It gets up and goes, but it can't turn good. Its cornering is bad. Still, I loved the race. That was a fun, wacky race. I will gladly give that one an upvote. Man, the EXP payout from that was terrible.
Who would want to play as Raichu?
Exactly.
Or Professor Oak. Or Professor Oak.
Ah.
What would Professor Oak be?
My final smash is I misgender you.
There's a time and place for everything. Now it's like, oh, you want to ride your bicycle inside?
Yeah, his final smash is he rides his bicycle indoors and all hell breaks loose.
It's time to say goodbye to the Nintendo 3DS. Is it really continued soon?
I would imagine it's probably getting there, because, like, there really isn't much left, like, game-wise for the 3DS versus, like, the Switch. Like, the 3DS is kind of... That was kind of the console they ported all the Wii U games to so they could sell well. But now the Switch is selling well, so... It really doesn't need to fulfill that role.
Yeah, the Wii U, if I recall, didn't sell that well.
It sold, I don't remember exactly how many units. I know how many copies of physical games were sold. More copies of Grand Theft Auto 5 have been bought than any physical copy, any physical game for the Wii U. I'll put it that way. It's quite a sad fate.
Do you think the Wii U was a misstep for Nintendo, or was it...
I understand where they were coming from, but from a design standpoint, yes. And that's because their dev kit was, like, too confusing to use, so third parties didn't get to take full advantage of everything the Wii U had to offer. And it had too much to offer to begin with. It was like, it's got TV remote capabilities, it's got a camera, it's got a microphone, it's got a touch screen. It's got all these doodads it really doesn't need. It's a 5th controller. So it was a bit excessive from like a developmental standpoint.
Yeah.
And it made the dev kit very difficult to use because the dev kit was more or less like, what was it like? A bunch of like the hardware API was just old Wii hardware like scripts, but with some new stuff mixed in. And a lot of the new stuff and a lot of the old stuff wasn't compatible. So if you were making a Wii U title, you had like a whole uphill battle to fight.
So that, and then another company tried to get into like Valve tried to do something with the Steam machines and the Steam controller, and that didn't turn out well.
The Steam controller's problem is an obvious one. It's people want control sticks, and you're giving them little laptop touchpads. That's a problem.
Okay, quick question. Favorite evolution?
Sylveon. Second place, probably Flareon, even though it's the only fully evolved Fire-type Pokemon that cannot learn Solar Beam. Uh-oh!
I call dibs on Vaporeon.
Yeah, Vaporeon's pretty good.
Somebody must have been high on meth when they were making.
Why is it always like the go-to response when something's weird in a game? It's like, what drugs were they on? It's like, I don't know.
Who else would be insane to make some? I actually have to slow down at certain parts so I don't crash and break my car and cause it to explode in a thermal blast.
Well, yeah, that's part of racing, is knowing how to corner. And sometimes cornering means, you know, easing up on the accelerator. So do you always play GTA in third person?
Usually. Sometimes I switch to first person.
That's strange to me, because I only play this game in first person. I had to switch to third for helicopters, because it's very hard to control the helicopters. But other than that, I did all the driving, I did all the walking, the shooting. I do it all in first. And I don't mind.
Like I just said, this feels like a Joe Rogan podcast, video games being played.
So, are you saying that we're just Game Grumps? Because that's kind of all Game Grumps is the Joe Rogan podcast, but they're playing like Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. And then every now and then, Aaron will be like, dude, Dan, wouldn't it be funny if we blew each other? And then Dan's like, yeah. And then that's it. That's the joke. Thank you for resurrecting the shambling corpse of a video idea with me. It was fun.
Anytime.
I don't know if I'm going the right way. I'm gonna pull over. I know where my house is. Oh, I'm going the opposite direction. Oh no, I was going the right direction. I was just getting off on the wrong ramp.
You know what's a game we haven't played in a long time?
Screen Sheet, Duck Game.
I was gonna say the second. I was gonna say Duck Game.
Yeah, we need to get our schedules, like, unfucked, because there's some serious fuckness happening with the scheduling that has caused source code to flip and flounder for 3 years.
Well, it also seems like your channel had success than our channel.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I didn't want to... we need to have a serious talk about that. Like, do we retire source code as a channel and just make this like a Steven and Friends sort of like weekly event on my channel? Or like weekly or monthly. It's like, you know,
I suppose
we just need to like find the time to commit like either one video a week or one video a month or something. Even if it's like we record a whole month's worth of videos. And then so we record 4 source code videos and they go up like Saturday. I love Stephen Ogg's performance. It's great. He lends a lot of, I don't know, zaniness is kind of the right word. It's the character has such a broad. He feels more human than any of the other characters in the game, because he like when Michael's angry, he just sounds a little bit angrier. And when Michael's sad, he sounds a little bit sadder. No, Steve like fully commits. It's amazing.
Yeah, he just goes. He's a character actor when he does that. And some of your videos have made it up to like 100,000 views. So I think potential for
we need to be clear. All the videos that have like that many views are because the Payday fandom is like the Hotel California of fandoms, and I can't fucking leave even though I haven't played the game in like 8 months. I still get tweets and comments like, "Hey, Payday 2's getting an update. Are you gonna cover it?" I'm like, no. And they're like, why not? I'm like, because I said I was done. I made a 90-minute video to explain that I was done.